it helps with the jobs. We have companies that do the imports now and are not benefiting from the foreign trade zone. They're located here locally, near the foreign trade zone, and they're just unaware that we're here. And I've met with several companies after the fact, and they basically would go out and look for a space and basically pay taxes, where if they were in the foreign trade zone, there would be no taxes. Since they're doing international trade, they need to do a minimum 30%. And those companies are losing out. And if they were aware of the benefits here of this federal program, they would basically benefit, grow their companies, and basically hire more people.
The county executive and I just returned back home from China. And the reason why we went to China, because we feel it's very critical not only to look at what we have here in our backyard, but to look abroad as it relates to encouraging investment here in Suffolk County and attracting that. We're in the process of pursuing a food processing and manufacturing plant that has a total investment of several hundred millions of dollars and 500 jobs here in Suffolk County. Now, the foreign trade zone is a very key part of that, because we have to be extremely aggressive in marketing all the assets that Suffolk County has to offer. There's a lot of good here. There's a lot of things that attract a tremendous amount of people, not only to come and live here, but to work here and grow their families here. And I don't think we promote that as much. So some of the programs that we have, like I mentioned, the foreign trade zone, is quite key when we're looking at bringing businesses here to take advantage of these assessments and investments, as well as programs to help them stay here.
Naturally, I mean, it's really a no-brainer answer. It is a great opportunity for us. We're really looking forward to that. International travel to Islip, Long Island MacArthur Airport, will bring in a new market. Many of the businesses on Long Island said, well, you've got the New York City airport opportunities, and that should suffice to bring in the international, and they'll just travel on out. We found that that does not happen to the degree that we would like. The things that would help us in the hotel industry are related to more basic tourism, and I'll talk about that in a second, and on the corporate side. With the tourism, we have promotional programs like the Long Island Heritage Trail. We have the North Shore Promotion Alliance. We have the South Shore Promotion Committee. And these folks have limited marketing dollars. But if we could tag on to the Convention Bureau's marketing efforts with these promotional programs, we can open up a whole vista of tourism opportunities. On the corporate side, what we would look for are tour groups that are corporately related. And by that I mean there are technical tours that are a key part of marketing promotions for hotels in major urban areas. What we would hope would happen with international travel is we would get businesses from Japan or Europe that would come on in here and look at our current major technological centers, Brookhaven National Labs, Stony Brook University. And with those people coming on in to see how they run their operations at Stony Brook or B&L, this is a tremendous opportunity for hotels. Newfound business.
We picked a site in Yaphank, right off the Long Island Expressway. That is at 66. That's bordered by the Long Island Expressway on the north and has the Long Island Railroad as our southern border. It's a great site. As I said, it's got ready access to truck and rail, and we are in the process now of building it out, and we think our initial operations, at least on the crushed stone business, will start this August. The full site will be developed about a year from now, and then we will start taking in general freight, merchandise freight, containerized freight, and we're very excited about the fact that this is really the first development of its kind, certainly on Long Island, and perhaps really on the East Coast, where you have a private group coming together to build out a piece of public infrastructure that's going to be available and we believe will be a catalyst for development on Long Island for some time to come. From an employment perspective, from an economic development perspective, from a reduction in truck traffic and congestion perspective, pollution perspective, we think this rail facility is going to have a dramatic impact on the way business is done on Long Island in the future.
Are you starting to see some added interest based on both the marketing campaign as well as maybe some warming of the economy of businesses wanting to move to Iceland?
We've had interest from these events, but I also would point to the fact that this event was twice as big as the last one. We're getting better at putting people together. A lot of what happens at these things is business people find each other. It happened in that room. It happened between me and some of those people after the meeting. It's a networking event, and it's an exchange of information, concerns, and information about the concerns. I thought it was very positive, again, and we continue to do these things in a timely, focused manner, and that's what we're all about.
You got any kind of success stories you can share with us, one or two maybe, in terms of what these events have meant and how they put business people together?
Yes, these events, we create that platform with our elected officials and the current business owners. And you have decision makers in one room, and you have certain companies that complement each other, and they start to buy, from each other and grow their business and complement their business. Like, let's say electronic components, they may need certain circuit boards. They would come together and work with each other, and therefore enhancing their businesses both ways, and also now creating that platform where they can increase their workforce, have more people come on board, which will help the recession situation. So we're starting to see some employment. We have one company coming into the foreign trade zone and just recently closed on a building. They're moving from Bohemia into the foreign trade zone, so they're going to be benefiting from the taxes and so forth. So we have great things happening, and we have certain companies that are in the foreign trade zone that we have recently met with that are interested in developing, moving from their current rental space into owning a building, developing a parcel in the foreign trade zone and having that, owning that building and not paying any property taxes. So, we have some great things coming up.